Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there's a story that was shared in the newspaper exposing one of the CS in William Samoei Ruto's cabinet. They were saying that fortune for a cabinet secretary in charge of a lucrative docket. And let us go through that story. It's just very short, and then from there, we want to understand who might be this individual and how is he changing his life. Cabinet Secretary's sudden wealth. Fortunes of a cabinet secretary in charge of a lucrative docket seems to have changed drastically, according to stories by his friends. The man who has in the past seized every opportunity to narrate his humble background is said to be swimming in money. The man is said to have stopped buying his clothes from boutique in Nairobi. Instead, his clothes are imported. Currently, the man puts on clothes worth a brand new Toyota Viz. He seems to be one of the first major beneficiary of Kenya Kwanza government that rolled to power on the platform of amplifying the living standard of majority poor. From there, in your view, who could be this person? I want you to tell me in the comment section as we continue. Just make a guess. We are continuing with this particular discussion, but just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our channel subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you. And back to this discussion. Now, let us just make it short and clear to the point. Because what we know is that we have a government that was formed through a campaign platform of uplifting the poor. People they refer to hustlers. They coined hustler. They ran away with it. And they branded themselves as children of the poor parents. William Ruto and the team. Sijui kama mdabudi anafit hapo. Maybe walimweka tu hapo sababu of governance or other issues. Now, first question let us answer before we continue. Who can be this cabinet secretary? That's what we want to find out. Now, when they talk about this lucrative docket, how many dockets in William Ruto cabinet can be lucrative? You have to figure out. Number one, we have a docket for treasury. We have CS for treasury. Can it be that person? Of course, it's someone coming from Mount Kenya and a former governor of the CBK, Juguna Ndung. Can he be the person? Let us go to the next docket. The next docket, it is the docket for interior. Now for that one, there are some functions that were removed from that office and then transferred to the Musalia Mudavadi office. That is Prime CS office. Something like the issue to do with the coordination, it was moved, again with some resources. So can it be the docket they're talking about? That is Kithure Kindiki? The answer will be no. Which is the next one? Now, the most lucrative docket also here is a docket for road, transport, and public works. Okay? Very lucrative, where you will see members of parliament trooping in every time. And who is in charge of that docket? Kipchumba Murkomen. Can he be the person? In my view, yes. That's the person they're talking about. Because if you talk about Kithure Kindiki is now dressing in a police combat. He's in that uniform. Na ameambia watu wa Azimio jeshi la baba wasivae hiyo uniform, lakini yeye anavaa. The question is, why is he in that regalia but he's telling the Azimio not to dress in that regalia? So it's not Kipchumba, it's not Kithure Kindiki. The person they're talking about here is Kipchumba Murkomen. Not even Njuguna Ndung, because Njuguna Ndung is not everywhere in the media with photos. The person we have seen taking photos here, Kipchumba Murkomen. That's the person they're talking about. So, what does this one mean for Kenya, and for hustlers, and for William Ruto cabinet? When I see this, I remember several things. Because we are talking about a man who has refused to buy product made in Kenya. During campaign, these are the people who are on our street campaigning in the name of supporting the mitumba sellers in this country. When Raila Odinga came out and said that we have to kill mitumba but improve on our textile so that we can have Rivertex working, among other cotton textile industries in this country. Again, the cotton farmers will have a privilege and chance to sell their product. Kipchumba Murkomen, Moses Kuria, and the team were in forefront castigating Raila Odinga for this. They went to the market. They were in the village in Gikomba and everyone buying mitumba. Why is it that Kipchumba Murkomen is not buying a mitumba? Now you want to wear branded suits. So this was just for campaign. So Kenyans have to learn to differentiate between a campaign and a governance. What about the product made in Kenya? We have even good suits made here. Why is not buying that just to promote made in Kenya? Leave alone mtumba. Kwa nini asivai nguo yenye inauzwa kwa duka ya hapa, anavaa nguo yenye imetoka nje imported? Okay, we have those who are also in the market, but they are also importing this cloth from outside. They were campaigning on a platform of supporting hustlers. So we have hustlers who are in this business. Why is it that Kipchumba Murkomen is not supporting them? Instead, he is importing his clothes direct from outside. Kama ni Turkey ama wapi. So these people were not genuine when it comes to the issue of supporting people who are in the business in this country. That's why they are importing direct. They did not have any plan to support manufacturing. They have no plan to uplift the hustlers. Mama mboga, boda boda, and anyone who is engaged in business, they have no any plan to support you. That's why they are insulting you with the 500 hustlers fund. And some few individuals are coming out to glorify such. How do you glorify an insult? We should all come out and reject this. Then the last question we are asking, how is Kipchumba Murkomen getting this quick money to change his life in a fortune of just 6 months? It means this is where you have to watch very careful. Kama mnatafuta mahali penye kutaanzia corruption, ni hapo hapo. Hii ndio docket mtachunguza vizuri sana. So when someone want to come seeking for tenders, you have to part away with some cash to do the bidding for it to go through. You have to bribe your way. And that's how Kipchumba Murkomen and the team are going to enrich themselves. I still doubt the amount Kipchumba Murkomen mentioned as his wealth, when he declared his wealth during the when they were going through the interview. I doubt the figure. Kipchumba Murkomen might have put the figure high earlier in order for him to plan for looting, so that at the end of 5 years it's going to match the figure he gave, or a little bit higher. I will tell you, the poor will always put their figures high. Yeah, I had a figure kiwango kusema, and those who have money will always put low figure. Watu kama kina Mudavadi. Because they have it, they will not mention exactly what they have. They will reduce. And those who have little and they have a plan to loot and swindle money, they will put their numbers very high and then plan on how to fix that figure. That is Kipchumba Murkomen and his team. That's the situation we are in now, as of now. So hustlers, you are on your own. You have seen now these people have no time for you. They are in a different level of life and you are on your own. This government has no plan. They have no any interest. They have no any desire for the hustler, the poor, and anyone who is low to the ground. It was a plan to enrich themselves, as simple as that. This article has just confirmed that. If you are still waiting for this government to work for you, to work for the hustlers, I'm sorry for you. You will wait more. Hiyo itakuwa na sawa na kungojea meli katika uwanja wa ndege. Simple as that.